Skol Vikings, what's good? Purple Nation, it's your boy, hyped up and ready to dive into the absolute madness that is the 2025 NFL Draft. Picture this. The clock's ticking, the war room's buzzing, and the Minnesota Vikings just dropped a bombshell with their first-round pick. We're talking Donovan Jackson, the mauling offensive lineman from Ohio State, snagged at number 24 overall. Is this the final piece to protect our QB of the future, J.J. McCarthy? Let's break it all down in this Vikings news update. 10 scenes of pure Skol fire. Buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get into it. What do you think of this pick? Drop it in the comments. The stage was set in Eagan, where the Vikings front office faced a massive decision. With only 4 draft picks, the fewest in the NFL, they had to make every move count. The offseason was all about rebuilding that offensive line, with big free agent signings like Ryan Kelly at center and Will Fries at right guard. But left guard? That spot's been a question mark since Blake Brandel's up-and-down 2024 season. Enter Donovan Jackson, a 6'4", 320-pound beast who's been pancaking defenders at Ohio State. This dude's a national champ, a first-team All-American, and an academic All-American. Talk about brains and brawn. Why Jackson? Well, the Vikings didn't just roll the dice. Coach Kevin O'Connell was grinning ear to ear, saying, "I was very, very excited to see Donovan still available at 24. And for good reason." NFL analyst Bucky Brooks ranks him as the number 2 interior offensive lineman in this draft, calling his style violent and perfect for a power-based attack. Imagine this guy clearing paths for Aaron Jones or bulldozing for J.J. McCarthy's pocket. Is this the move that turns our O-line into a top-tier unit? Let me know what you think. Let's rewind to Jackson's Ohio State days for a second. This guy started 40 games for the Buckeyes, 31 at left guard before sliding to left tackle in 2024 after teammate Josh Simmons went down. He didn't just hold it together, he dominated, helping Ohio State hoist that national title trophy. ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. had him as his number 2 guard, praising his ability to maul defenders. And get this, he only allowed 3 sacks in 892 pass-blocking snaps over 2 years at guard, per PFF. That's the kind of protection McCarthy needs. But can he lock down that starting spot? Now let's talk fit. The Vikings O-line is looking stacked with Christian Darrisaw at left tackle, Brian O'Neill at right tackle, Kelly at center, and Fries at right guard. Jackson's projected to battle Blake Brandel for left guard. And let's be real, Brandel's solid, but Jackson's a different breed. NFL media's Daniel Jeremiah calls him a top-tier guard, with ideal size, strength, and bend. His quick feet and nasty hand placement make him a nightmare for D-linemen. Could this be the upgrade that makes our line one of the NFL's best? You tell me, Skol fans. The draft buzz was wild, with some analysts calling this a slight reach since Jackson was pegged for the 30s on some boards. But the Vikings didn't flinch, they stayed put at 24, no trades, no nonsense. This pick screams commitment to protecting McCarthy, especially after last season's playoff loss to the Rams exposed our O-line's weaknesses. Jackson's versatility, he's played both guard and tackle, gives Minnesota options if injuries hit. Do you think this was worth the first-rounder, or should we have gone defense? Hit the comments. Let's get nerdy with the scouting report. Jeremiah says Jackson's pass protection is rock solid. He anchors like a tank, stays glued to his man, and reads twists and stunts like a veteran. In the run game, he's a people mover, blowing open holes on down blocks and pulling like a freight train on outside runs. Oh, and his athleticism. The dude threw shot put and discus in high school with a 52-foot 3-shot put toss. That's raw power. Can you imagine him pancaking edge rushers in purple and gold? What's your bold prediction for his rookie year? This pick also makes Vikings history. Jackson's only the 4th Ohio State player Minnesota's ever taken in the first round and the 3rd at number 24 overall, joining legends like Corey Stringer. He's also the 11th O-lineman we've grabbed in the first round, a rare move since we last drafted a guard like this in 1988 with Randall McDaniel. That's some elite company, with J.J. McCarthy likely stepping up as QB1 in 2025. This line's got to keep him upright. Is Jackson the final piece of the puzzle? Let's hear it. The fan base is buzzing, and X is on fire. One fan posted, Jackson at LG? That's a home run. Protecting JJ was priority one. Hashtag Skol. Another said, bit of a reach, but I love the nastiness he brings. The Vikings official account even dropped a hype video, calling Jackson an absolute mauler in the run game. The energy's electric, but not everyone's sold. Some wanted a corner or edge rusher. Where do you stand? Are you hyped for this O-line overhaul, or did we miss on a defensive stud? Drop your take below. All right, Purple Nation, we're at the finish line, and the 2025 draft is just getting started. Donovan Jackson could be the cornerstone of a revamped Vikings O-line, setting the stage for McCarthy, Jones, and Justin Jefferson to light up the NFL. But the draft's still rolling, and with only a few picks left, what's next for Minnesota? Stay tuned for more Vikings news as we break down every move. Smash that like button, subscribe, and share this with your Skol squad. Let's keep the purple pride alive. Comment your thoughts and tell me, is Jackson our next All-Pro? Skol Vikings.